Hello friends, my name is Riyashri. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is skeleton system, human skeleton system. In this video, we will recap the concept of skeleton system. So first, skeleton system. What is a skeleton system? Arrangement of the bone in human body is known as skeleton system. Arrangement of the bone in human body is known as skeleton system. Study of the bones is called osteology. When we study about the bones when we study about the bones, it is called the osteology. Study about disease of bone. When we study disease about bone, it is called orthology. Then bone. Bone is the hardest tissue of the body. It is not any organ. It is a tissue. Bone is made up of the group of cells. First, type of bone cell. There are two types of bone cell, osteocyte and osteoclast. Osteocyte do the formation of the bone and osteoclast do the reparation of the bone. Then bone. Calcium carbonate plus calcium phosphate plus osseous protein. Bone is made up of calcium carbonate, calcium phosphate plus osseous protein. Then newborn baby. Newborn baby has more than 30 bones. And adult have 206 bones. In this video, we will be revising about 206 bones. So, first of all, in skeleton system, there are 206 bones. Skeleton system. Skeleton system is divided into two parts. Axial skeleton system, which has 80 bones, and appendicular skeleton system, which has 126 bones. First of all, in axial skeleton system, we will revise that skull. Skull has 22 bones, and we will be revising about these 22 bones. Ear bone, 6 bones, ossicles, and throat bone, 1. Ribs is 25, and then backbone is 26. In appendicular, there are hand which is in two pairs, which have 60 bones. One hand having 30 bones, and if there are two hands, so if we will adding the bones number, so it will be becoming 60. So the two pair of hand having the 60 bones, and the hand have pectoral girdle, which is a number of 4. Then legs. Legs are also in two pairs, which have 60 bones. One leg has 30 bones, and if we will add 30 plus 30, it will be becoming 60. So, our two pair of leg have 60 bones. Then pelvic girdle. Pelvic girdle in the legs. Pelvic girdle are 2. So, first of all, we will be doing about the appendicular skeleton system. Here you can see appendicular skeleton system. First of all, it has 126 bone. Leg bone is see, there are two pelvics. So, if we will divide into the half, there are two pair of pelvic and legs. Okay. So, this part, the pelvic as 30 and plus 31. So, there are 2. So, 31 multiplied by 2 is 62 bones. Then, there are hand bone, which is 32 multiplied by 64. humerus 1, radius 1, ulna 1, humerus 1, radius 1, ulna 1, carpals 8, metacarpals 5, phalanges 40. So by adding these numbers of the bone, it became the 30 bone. And how it became the 32? I will tell because see here, there are 2 more bones are added. So 30 plus 2 is 32. So there are 2 hands. So we will multiply 32 multiplied by 2. So 32 multiplied by 2 is 64. So the total number of the pair of a hand is called 64. As there is pectoral girdle, I have tell in the appendicular. So pectoral girdle, in pectoral girdle, scapula is added, which in this there is a black color I have drawn, colored, sorry, here, this one. This one is the scapula. And the other bone come, which is called the clavicle. It is the collarbone. So if we will add the number of bone in 2 pairs of our hand, so it will be 64 bones. And then leg bone. So first of all, in leg bone, femur 1, fibula 1, tibia 1, patella 1, tarsal 7, metatarsal 5, and phalanges 14 is 30. There is one more bone is added, which is pelvic. Here you can see the pelvic part. This part is called our pelvic. So the pelvic is 1 in a pair of a leg. Leg bone. Why it is 31? Because one more bone is added. As there are 2 pelvics, so if we will take one leg bone, so there will be 31 bones, and if we will take another, so there will be only 31. So there are 2 legs and there are number of bone. How much? 31. So 31 multiplied by 2. 31 multiplied by 2 is 62 bones. So if we will add the 2 pair of our legs, it will be 62 bones. Then axial skeleton system. Now we are done with the appendicular skeleton system. Now we are coming in the axial skeleton system. First of all, axial skeleton system have 80 bones. Skull is divided into 2 parts. One is cranium bones and second is facial bones. Cranium bones have 8 bones and facial bones have 14 bones. So, first of all, cranium bone. We will learn about the 8 bone of cranium bones. First of all, frontal. The forehead part of the bone is called the frontal bone. This is the frontal bone. Then parietal too. Parietal is this. Head part is called the parietal bone. Temporal. Temporal is located near our ears. And occipital. Occipital is backside of our whole head or skull. And then sphenoid. Sphenoid is located inside the bone, which we cannot tell by outside. So I would tell a point on sphenoid. It touches the all 7 bones. Okay. Then ethmoid. Ethmoid is located inside here. So frontal 1, parietal 1, temporal 1, occipital 1, sphenoid 1 and ethmoid 1. So we have done the cranium bones, which are 8 bones. Then we will move on to the facial bones, which are 14 in numbers. Mandible. Mandible bone is the lower jaw of our head or a skull. So, mandible bone is a facial bone. Maxilla. Maxilla is 2. It is divided like this. See, here. This one part. This and this. This part is called the maxilla. And the lower jaw. You can see here teeth and this one lower jaw. This lower jaw is called mandible. Then we will move on to the next, which is zygomatic. It is the cheekbone. It is located here. Okay. Then there is a lacrimal bone, which is located here. Okay, like this here. This is our lacrimal bone. So, what we have done? Mandible 1, maxilla 2, zygomatic 2, lacrimal 2. Then nozzle. Nozzle is the bone which is located here in the nose. Like it is 2. So it is located like this here. And then vomer. Vomer is a one long bone in the nose like this. It is inside. I am showing from the outside like this. Okay. And then palatine. Palatine is two bone which is located in the buccal cavity and makes the hard palate. And then inferior nasal concha. Inferior nasal concha is located 2. When the air enter to the nose, it makes the air warm and moisturized. Then we left by the backbone. So we have done the skull. Now backbone. Backbone have 26 bones. First we will do ear bone and throat bone, the backbone. First ear bone. Ear bone, the bone in the ear is located in the middle part of a ear. So the middle part of the ear is Malleus, Incus and Stapes. We can learn MIS from this. M for Malleus, I for Incus and S for Stapes. Malleus is 1, Incus is 1, Stapes is 1. All three together is called the ossicles. One pair of ear have, if there are 2 ears, so there are one pair of these 3 bones, means ossicles. So one pair of ear is equal to 3 plus 3 means 6 bones. Then throat bone. Throat bone is located here. Its name is hyoid bone. It is only one bone. Then we will come on the backbone. So backbone is 26 bones. Vertebral column. Backbone's biological name is vertebral column. Then cervical. Cervical is 7. In the backbone, there is cervical 7, then thoracic 12, lumbar 5, sacrum 1 and coccyx 1. So, cervical. Cervical is the neck bone which is located at the back of the neck. Thoracic. As we say, this is a thoracic cage. So, here you can see a backbone. Till here, the backbone continue. The thoracic bones are connected to this backbone. So, the thoracic cage bone connected to the backbone, that part means that 12 bones is called thoracic. Then lumbar. Lumbar are the 5 bones which is located here, this part, and then sacrum is 1 and coccygeal is 1. A newborn baby has 33 vertebrae and an adult has 26 vertebrae. So, why there is a 33 bone in newborn baby? Because the sacrum is 4, the sacrum is 5 and the coccyx is 4. That's why the newborn baby has 33 vertebra. What is a vertebra? Vertebra is a bone of a vertebral column. As we say, the vertebral column are made up of 26 bone. Out of 26 bone, we will take one bone. It's called the vertebra. Okay. I hope you have understand till here. Then cervical. Cervical 1 and cervical 2. These two bones have atlas and axis. So the neck bone, which I have tell you, the cervical, it is 7. So the first bone of the cervical is called the cervical 1, which name is atlas, and the second bone of the cervical, which is called cervical 2, it's called axis. Then rib cage. Rib cage is with 25 bones. Its biological name is thoracic cage. And there are some ribs like true ribs, which are 14 in numbers. Then false ribs, which are 6 in numbers, and then floating ribs, which are 4 in number, and sternum. One sternum. There is a one sternum. So, true ribs. What is a true rib? True rib attached the sternum from as it is a backbone, and the ribs are connected like this. So, the 7 bones which is connected to the backbone and the sternum both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 bones are connected to the backbone and also the sternum. And then false ribs. Why the 6 ribs are called false ribs? Because they do not connect the sternum. They connect the true ribs, okay? And the floating ribs. Why it is called floating ribs? Why the 4 ribs are called floating ribs? Because they connect to the backbone but not to any rib. It do not connect to any rib. Okay, and the sternum, I am saying this is the sternum part. This. So I hope that you have revised the human skeletal system and learned also. With this topic, we are ending this video. So take care. Bye. Please like, subscribe, and share my video. Bye.